And you can never like just be like, oh, can I just quickly send a photo of this one to my friend to see if that, because they're always like, no, you're stealing from us. Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back to my Chanel and welcome to another episode of Don't Tell the Bride. Don't tell her.
What is that? Transvestite of the bride?
My goodness, my lovelies, what a week I am having. So the last two major videos here on the Chanel were copyright clocked by YouTube. Thank you, very happy about that.
Darlings, have you tried death?
Which was the botched video about trans surgery. Unfortunately, it's been worldwide blocked, which means it's not even available for me to put it on Patreon. However, I am working out a way of using a different service to link it to my Patreon, so stay tuned for that. I'll keep you updated. Then we had a catastrophic power outage in basically Western Europe. All of Spain, parts of Portugal, southern France, and Andorra completely lost power. And where I am, because I live quite rurally, we were out of power for about 20 hours in total, which was quite an experience because even our 5G towers were down. So we had no power to cook. We live in a house that has electricity as its main power source. In fact, its only power source. So I managed to come up with a small outdoor fire pit idea and I boiled a pot of pasta on that, and my goodness, it was the most delicious pasta. Took maybe 2 hours, but it was so worth it. Who knows, Luxeria Labs might become an off-grid living channel, and you might be able to hear it in my voice that basically the day after the power was turned back on, I got really sick. Yeah, really sick.
She's dead.
So if you hear or see something untoward, my lovelies, no you didn't, mind your business. But I might pass away at any moment, just so you know.
Oh, that's nice.
But anyway, enough about the nonsense going on in my life. Welcome back to the Chanel. Welcome back to Don't Tell the Bride. If you do not know me, my name is Luxeria. I've been in the beauty industry for nearly 2 decades. In fact, it might actually be 2 decades now. What year are we? 2025? Oh, no, nearly, not quite. I have worked 1 or 2 weddings in my life, shall we say. And let me tell you, I won't be getting married, no. But I still love a bit of wedding drama, and I know you guys do too, because the views in this series, my lovely, they grow over time, which means people are searching like little gremlins, waiting for the nightmare wedding from hell.
Stand back, you fool!
And today, I will not disappoint you, because today's episode is the pirate one, which I can't remember if I've seen or not, so brain, disconnect.
Forget everything you know.
Well, my lovelies, make sure you're sitting down comfortably. Grab yourself und beverage. Today I'm on the water. She needs it. Hydration queen. Pop your little Ohrhanger right into your bridal hole and let's watch Don't Tell the Brides. Don't sell her, girl. Stop it, naughty.
The wig is a bit of a giveaway.
Hot, sweaty, sickly women in your local area? It's more common than you think. Tick, 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 tick. Boom! Collapse, girl. She's on crack. Why did I say that? She's obviously not.
You don't know me.
Okay.
Entertainment
Ooh, a
manager
magician.
Matthew and dancer Jamie Lee
Oh,
first said
a
hi
magician's
when
assistant.
They worked together at a holiday camp.
It was many moons ago.
Was it Butlins? Rowley loves Butlins.
My boot, Wellington boot. Heidi High when they worked together
Heidi
at a
High.
holiday camp.
It was many moons ago that me and Jamie met under a wandering star in a place called Pontins.
Pontins! Like Butlins, but a bit posher.
That is not correct. Because according to the Encyclopedia of...
Do you know, I have a really interesting story about Butlins. I never thought I would ever start a conversation with that, but here we go. You're sitting down, you're listening nicely. So Butlins is a holiday camp. They put on stage shows to the audience of about 7 people.
That was a lovely party, wasn't it?
No!
Picture this, it was my 10th birthday, and the magician was spinning plates on stage, and he needed... audience participation from the children. So I was like,
Me, I want to spin a plate.
and I went up on stage, I was all nervous, and he gave me a wand thing, like a stick and some plastic plates to spin, and I could do it. I just put it on and went, woo, like this with 2, and he was looking at me like I was the scum of the earth, and was like, well, that's not how you do it, and that's not how you do it properly. So that was the time I upstaged, I think it was a clown or magician person at Butlins at 10 years old. So you know what? Transsexual.
2 years later, they live together near Western Superman with their son, Logan.
The things
Very
I love
loud
most about
sofa.
Matthew is probably his craziness.
Crazy?
He
Oh,
doesn't
she's
care what
wacky.
anybody else thinks. He will happily, if something makes him happy, he'll do it.
Oh, it's so millennial, isn't it? Including me. Do you know, what's those awful cringe compilations of millennials?
As a 28-year-old toddler that spills everything.
I will say, though, do not fear the cringe. Do not fear being cringe, because starting something new will always feel cringe. There was another thought there, but it's gone, so...
I can't imagine being with anyone else. And
No.
I don't want to ever be with anyone else.
They're both
Jamie
quite
is one
wacky
of the
ladies,
lads.
aren't they?
Yeah,
British
she's just one
wacky
of the
ladies.
boys. I think she's the most beautiful woman on the planet.
Ah!
I wouldn't change.
How are you going to ruin this
anything.
wedding?
Maybe tone down the farting.
Sounds like a gas.
She's a toot
But at
queen.
work,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to It's me!
big
Quite
kid
upsetting.
Matthew is in his element. He's never
it's
happier
Cheryl
than when
Cole.
he's putting on a show.
What's that
I'm
song?
Tim's manager.
What's the song? Oh, what's the Cheryl song? We gotta
He's never happier than when he's putting on a show.
I'm the team's manager of a holiday park, and it's the greatest job on the planet. There's no
Oh,
job
well, I'm
in
glad
the
that he
world
likes it. I couldn't imagine anything worse.
Pour someone a pint and give a round of applause for it. While I can stand on stage and have 1,000+ people screaming.
Screaming in horror?
You get in your own bubble. It's like a safety net on your holiday park.
It is performance,
because you
isn't
know
it,
all
which
the other
is fun.
staff.
The
You've got
crews.
security guards. You've got everything. It just feels separate to the real world. And that's,
Is that a
it's
performance?
brilliant. To have that, because the real world's scary.
It is, I agree with that. Do you know
Matthew
what?
hiding
Find
in
the
his
joy where
bubble
you
as a
can.
performer. In the real world,
she works for
Jamie
British
Lee is
Airways.
left to run the show.
He will clean up if I tell him to, because I've told him to. And if I didn't, nothing would be done.
Oh,
I'd
so
come home from
adult
work
toddler.
and there'd be stuff everywhere.
Oh,
Bills
oh
wouldn't have
no,
been paid.
ways to pay.
The pots wouldn't have been washed. It would be a
Aren't
tip.
bills just awful? Aren't they awful when you get like a letter through the post and it's like,
Hello, £180, please.
it's like, no, go away.
The pots wouldn't have been washed. It would be a tip.
I believe in living for the moment. So
Stick of the dump.
responsible for certain,
Oh, daytime tweed, evening chiffon.
Tweed.
but 9 times out of 10, you can't enjoy yourself if you're worried about consequences and responsibilities.
So Jamie
Well,
Lee's the
there's a
only
balance,
adult
isn't
in the
there?
house.
Ever since having Logan, it's like having 2 babies. I mean, Matt is worse than Logan half the time. I came
You
in the other
couldn't
day
pay
and he was
me.
sat in the playpen. Logan's
Adult
crawling around
baby,
the floor while
absolutely
Matt's
not.
sat in there saying that he needs a nap.
How
I'm a
terrifying.
massive child, at heart and mentally. I mean, I still sleep with a teddy bear.
I don't know if he'll ever
Is
grow up.
that, do we like that? Is that, what's the word that I'm looking for here? Is that desirable in a partner, for having someone be like, I'm still a child? I think young at heart. Like, I like a partner who is young at heart. I feel like my boyfriend is young at heart. Like, we can have a giggle, we can have a joke, but like, you also have to be quite serious in a relationship sometimes. And, ugh, could you imagine someone being like, I'm the baby, I'm the baby.
I'm the drunk baby.
With 1 kid and 1 big kid taking over her life, a dream wedding is no joke for Jamie Lee.
I've always wanted sort of a fairy tale
Oh
wedding. I
no, we're
want-
not doing lock up yet. Look. Why is it always like no qualm with this family so far? I don't really know them very well, but there's one thing on this planet that makes me so uncomfortable, and that is the sexualization of children and minors by like baby clothing manufacturers. Like, lock up your daughters. It's not really appropriate for a child, for a literal, I was going to say fetus. This is not a fetus. This is an aging fetus. I hate it. I hate it, girly wigs.
I've always wanted sort of a fairy tale wedding. I want
fairy tale
a
wedding.
lovely castle and stuff like that. I want to be
can't.
able to walk in and feel like a princess. I don't want anything too big because I might get a bit overwhelmed. So just
Yeah.
a nice small castle will do me fine.
Oh, right, okay. So not a big castle, but a small castle.
Wedding day.
Let's go to
People were
Zoopla.
narrow-minded and tunnel vision in the fact that that's how a wedding should be. And I don't think it has to be that at all.
I don't want it to just be just about him having fun. I want your nice girly wedding where I've not got Matthew.
Girly
running around.
wigs! Oh,
That's
come
like
along now,
4-year-old.
girly wigs.
It needs to just be something awesome and epic and big and huge.
I definitely don't want the Matt show.
But
Right,
shows
well,
are what Matt does
unfortunately,
best.
that's not
And
gonna
he's hoping to pull off a unique day to remember for his bride-to-be.
Right.
I'm a host, I'm a compy, I'm an extrovert, and I need something massive. It needs to be just something so spectacular that people will be talking about it for the next 50 years.
Okay, 50 years is a bit exaggerated for, don't you think?
No, not today. I'm off medication.
I will say, however, one thing that we must remember is that it isn't just like the wedding day for most people isn't just about the bride. It's about like two people coming together, sharing their love in a ceremony and an event that they want to showcase that. So they both have to enjoy it. So if he wants like something a bit bigger and a bit showy, I don't think that's like an extreme thing to suggest or to ask. Like, there does have to be a balance. It's not entirely about the bride.
She's on drugs!
Although this show is called Don't Tell the Bride, so what we've seen previously is that the groom just gets everything he wants and the bride is like left crying and screaming and shaking. And you know what?
No.
She's got a
I
fish
don't
eye.
trust him at all. And I'd like to be able to put trust in him. It is a big sort of...
She doesn't trust
being
him.
it sounds silly, but being an adult for him. He normally just gets by sort of singing and dancing his way through the day. But yeah, I think it's going to be a big step for him if he manages to pull it off.
Oh, I don't know about this. We're really getting the images here. Getting the narrative that he's like incapable baby man, and I don't know. I don't know, girls. I don't have much time for incapable baby men, you know?
I want to prove to myself
Right.
and to everyone else that I can do this and do it awesomely.
Well, the proof is in the pudding, might be in the goiter.
Show.
I like that tie. Oh, God.
It's
The
time for
trumpets of the
Matthew
beyond.
to say goodbye to Jamie Lee.
Bye,
and
Jamie
Megan.
Lee, bye. Oh, not
The
minions.
next time they see each other
Very
will be
Facebook.
on their wedding day in 3 weeks.
Okay.
Mwah.
So he gets 3 weeks
Behave
this
yourself,
time.
Nanny.
Isn't
And
it
don't
usually a month?
And it's the first time they'll have
has it
been
always been
apart
3 weeks?
since becoming a family.
Ah.
Come on, dude.
Right. Oh, into the rain with your baby. Oh. No. Oh, dear. Well.
Jamie.
Oh, the camera crew's under a little gilet.
Behave.
Okay, so we're actually getting some, like, emotion here. Maybe this will be the one episode that turns everything around.
I really didn't think it'd be that bad at all. Like, yeah.
Well, responsible man now. Come along, girly wig.
It's him, and I hope he behaves. Hopefully he'll get it right and I can trust him now.
While
Trust.
Jamie Lee
Well, you
starts
said
the
you don't
200-mile journey to her mum's in Chesterfield.
The Davenport.
Back at home, Matthew's best men have arrived.
Okay.
Brother Aaron and fellow holiday
How many of
camper
them are gonna
Titania,
dress as women
Mike,
this week, I wonder?
AKA Chunk.
Chunk. This is my bestie, Chunk.
But Aaron and Chunk are a little bit drunk.
Are
You
they?
need to catch
Oh.
up. We've been drinking, watching the rugby.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll catch up.
So right there, what's the crack with the wedding?
What's the
Right,
crack?
so, the planning.
Oh, shall I be mummy translator? I believe what's the crack is a Northern and a Northern Irish saying in the UK, which means like, what's going on? What's the crack? What's the crack, Gales? You'll often hear people screaming this at each other before they go out to get drunk.
What's the crack with the wedding?
Right, so the plan is... Right, I'll show you. Just give me 5 minutes. I'll give you a visual clue.
Is that glass squished?
Seriously, stay in there.
Oh! Well, you know.
Shit.
We're cute.
Front door. Are you serious? You are taking the mick.
I want a
Pirate.
pirate-themed wedding.
Okay.
I want it to be grand. I want it to be epic. I want it to be on a pirate ship. I want a captain's deck. I want pirates, the lot. I want everyone there to be dressed as a pirate.
She wanted a small castle.
On a pirate ship.
Memorable.
Right?
And he
Here's the
wants...
captain. Jamie will turn out to be lovely, to be a boat.
pirate
But
bitch.
she has to follow the treasure map before she'll find the wedding ring.
Oh,
she
okay,
loves Pirates
right.
of the
Well, we've
Caribbean.
got
as much as
audience
she's obsessed with
participation
Tinkerbell.
in the
That's where I
wedding.
can get the elements of the pirate in for her. But for me, there's nothing more epic than pirates. And just before we got together,
That is quite a hateful wig, isn't it? I will say, a pirate wedding doesn't strike me as like the worst theming ever. I think There are people out there that love fancy dress weddings, and I don't think it's outrageous to suggest that perhaps people in the performance industry might enjoy something a bit more fancy dress, fun nonsense. Like, I don't think that's obscene. Like, I think I know people who would have a fancy dress wedding.
Oh, wow. Isn't there egg on my tits?
Like, if I got an invitation to a pirate-themed fancy dress wedding, my initial reaction wouldn't be, how dare you? It would be, do you know what? No.
I dressed as Jack Sparrow for Halloween. I reckon that was the first time she proper heated up the flirting, and then it wasn't just a, all right, it was, hi, how you doing?
That's
And she means she flooded her basement.
Oh, it's going to be magical, boys.
No, yeah. Well, she liked it though, that's the main thing.
She'll love it. I thought I was going to
How
hear
have
a
all
lot
these men
more
got such,
support than
like,
that.
glossy skin?
I thought they'd be well up for it. I know Jamie better, so it's not put me off, the idea. If anything, it's fueled me more.
I
Okay.
don't know whether
Oh,
Jamie
dear.
Lee will love it.
Welcome to London.
If it was my wedding, I'd be worried, but it's not.
Okay.
Pirate
All right.
wedding.
Do you know, open mind, girly wigs. Open-minded. Maybe it's the delirium settling in.
Blissfully unaware she will be swept off on a pirate adventure.
Oh, West
Back at her
Highland
mum's, and with
Terrier.
only one boy to look after.
Oh.
It's all plain sailing for Jamie Lee.
My little biscuit is so tired. I'm going to show you a little video here. Here he is. Oh, biscuit. Not interested? Oh, sorry, baby.
So, how you feeling now?
All right this morning, though.
You sure?
But no, I got Logan to keep me
Uplifting
occupied, so I'm
conversation
all right.
music.
Aren't you missing him?
No, it's nice.
Peace and quiet. Think you'll be missing Logan?
Yeah.
The
I think that's going to be the hardest bit for him. Yeah, he's a grown-up child.
Are you kidding?
Boy.
Benji. What's she had to stop
Benji?
him for?
Oh.
Day
Benjamin
one,
Franklin.
Matthew and Chunk start the
The
hunt for the
Swan
perfect
Girls.
pirate venue.
Oh,
and where
do you
better
know
for a
what?
wedding on the high seas?
No.
than a pirate ship. Obvious, really.
Today we
Okay.
are going to look at the Matthew.
Hang on.
It's one of the first ones that come up.
Have I actually been on this boat? No. So I grew up in Brighton. I think I must have said this 5 million times on this Chanel. We used to have a pirate ship come in and set in the marina, the Brighton Marina. Like, I think it was once a year when I was little. But this kind of looks... No, I think it was a bit darker.
The ramblings of a genetic mutant on psychedelic drugs.
But we used to have... I've been on a pirate ship like this. They're a lot smaller than you think,
Look at the
pirate
Matthew.
ships.
It's one of the first ones I come across when I was looking at the entire idea, so I'm excited. This is the original
See,
ship.
they
that
are
inspired
quite
everything.
small.
But the best man isn't totally on board with the seafaring wedding plan. In fact, Chunk fears a flunk.
Rope.
Oh, God.
So Jamie can hang herself when she's...
Oh, it's not that
Oh,
bad.
let's not
She's
talk about
great.
any
she's
of all
getting
that, thank
married.
you.
Yeah, that's it. I'll spend the rest
You
of my
are
life
not
with
filling me
her.
full of confidence.
No, I'll have to blur that.
I'm just going to
Sorry,
help him
YouTube.
make bad decisions.
Yeah.
Because I don't think any of this is a good decision.
You're supposed to be backing me up. It's a great idea, Matthew.
It's the best idea I've ever heard in my
Good.
life.
Hello, my friend. Matthew.
Yeah.
This is my best man.
Captain
Hi,
Hook.
Bride,
Rick.
Chunk.
Mike.
Right, tell me what you want. A wedding for the ceremony to take place on board a pirate ship, as we're going to be all dressed as pirates. It'd be lovely to sail off into the sunset with my bride and Chunk. Obviously, if it's wet weather, what's the sort of... Is it just literally bring an umbrella?
Has he got a roof?
We've got
Have you got a...
some wet weather kit they can wear.
I don't think Matt thought about the fact it's going to be in March. It's good.
This man, the owner of the pirate ship, does not seem at all interested in hosting a wedding on his boat, does he?
The fact it's going to be in March.
It is going to be in
It's
March.
Be outdoors.
Do people
It's
like
gonna be
March?
Cold. Possible chance of rain.
Always my dreaded question. Price.
Stop! I hear that's how she died.
Always my dreaded question. Price-wise, what we're looking at. What damage?
14.
I would say you're looking at about £450 an hour.
Right.
Oh!
Okay.
You know, not the worst idea ever.
Costing thousands of pounds. Matthew's beginning to have doubts.
When I found this, I've never been so excited in my life, but now I've seen it, I don't know, I'm gutted.
What do they have?
I'm gutted,
14
yeah.
grand,
We're not
12
allowed to
grand,
put in
something like
the
that?
ring. And it's a bit expensive. For me, it's a no.
What did you think it was going to be like
The whole
£20?
thing about sailing away into the sunset, obviously pointed out quite rightly, we're quite limited with the time of year and weather and stuff like that, which I never even thought about. So yeah, I mean.
Well, you've
I'm
got to
very
do your
gutted about it,
research,
to be
haven't you?
honest. It's not as easy as I expected.
Okay.
I'm worried. I'm
So
scared.
what does that mean? What are you going to do next?
Why aren't you making it to the planet?
As the reality of planning a wedding at sea sinks in, Matthew sets sail on a last-ditch voyage to salvage his dream.
Right.
Could this
Falmouth,
be the
girl!
Longy Bay?
I don't think I've... Oh, no, I have been to Falmouth. Yeah.
Foul
That's
weather
more
might
like a...
stop you from sailing or getting out.
But it's slowly dawning on him that his fantasy plans might not work in the real world.
No.
If the wind gets up and we slow down, we could be at sea until next week.
Oh, yeah, no, if I'm being invited to a pirate wedding on a pirate ship, I don't want to be stranded at sea for a week. That's also not happening. To be fair, like, if you really wanted to divulge this situation properly and kind of plan it accordingly, you could have the ceremony on the pirate ship and then maybe have, like, one of those little river cruises or, like, local bay cruise, you know, catamaran things. What are they called? In London, they're called, like, Uber boat or something. One of these. And then you could just, like, have the party on there? No? Oh, I've lost it. Oh, you awful woman. Death!
While Matthew's dreams of a wedding at sea might be hitting the rocks.
Do for dial.
Bride-to-be Jamie Lee knows the perfect venue to make her feel like a princess for the day.
Oh, that is quite nice. It's got a moat.
She's come with Mum Sue
can
and
fill with
bridesmaids Kaylee
crocodiles.
and Amy to Castle Koch.
To keep wayward billionairesses away.
And away in the Welsh hills. And there's a sail in sight.
My dream venue, I
Orphan
really want a
Town.
castle. I want to be able to walk in
That's
and feel
quite a
special
castle,
and feel like a princess.
It is like a really romantic place, so everyone's waiting here to go into your wedding. And it's so high up as well, it really is like you'd be in your own little bubble.
That's quite fairy tale.
It's what I imagined from when I say like...
Oh, I'd love a castle. Can you imagine
elegant,
renovating a
stuff like that.
castle?
Just a day.
Horribly stressful and expensive, but could you imagine? Castle.
A day of normal life from Matthew Hill is what I want.
But he is thinking normal.
God, they love the swan.
For a
don't they?
pirate.
Ah, me hearties, Captain Chump, which way will we going?
Hard to starboard, matey.
Ah, ha, 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 ha.
Do we think production was like,
Matthew's
go
planned to
on,
sail off into the
have a
sunset
bit of a
might have been
giggle?
sunk by the weather and budget, but he's come to see the next best thing.
What's this one?
A ship that doesn't move.
Okay.
The SS Great Britain.
Hello.
Yeah, just have the ceremony on a little ship that doesn't move.
Time to ask
Just for
those
the fantasy.
important questions.
Can we climb the rigging?
If it's good weather, I don't see why we can't do that and get you up there before your wedding.
Goodness.
Right, is he going to abseil from it and be like, show us your ding-dong, girl!
Is there such a way of putting marquees or anything like that
It's
on
not,
there?
I'm afraid.
No marquees on the poop deck, sweetie.
While Matthew seems unconcerned by a wedding that's completely exposed to the elements,
Oh,
Jamie
that's...
Lee's
yes, the
loving
castle!
traditional
Yes,
wedding
obviously!
trappings of her castle.
Oh, I'd love that.
Like a roof.
I love castles. Silly.
It's very cosy. It's
Pagan
very
castles
intimate
every
as
day.
well. It is what I imagined and want.
Unfortunately, you're going to have a wedding at sea.
To
In a
see
dinghy.
somewhere that I want to get married and know that I can't just go, yeah, that's fine, let's do it. It's hard to be happy walking around it when you know you're not going to get it.
Jamie Lee's now seen
Production
the perfect
being like,
setting for the one day in her
"Oh,
life she
look
wants
what you could
Matthew
have
to take
won."
seriously. And it's hit home that her wedding is in the hands of the least serious man she knows.
I don't want it to make it look like the wedding's just a joke to him.
Yeah.
Well, why did you do the show, sweetie? Why did you do the show?
Sticking to what he's good at.
Oh.
Stand in, send me.
Okay, I'll be you.
I'll be Jamie. Hey up, duck, where's trouble down now?
I don't think she's good at walk.
Lovely. Key, open.
Yes, because that's what women behave like.
Kiss.
Nice. So we're looking for a blessing, maybe some champagne, and then
We leave.
we'll leave.
Ceremonies are £700 plus VAT. That's for the hire of the ship, so from 3 o'clock your guests can come on. But good luck. I hope it isn't too stressful. I hope you have fun.
Do you know, that's
And,
not
have an
bad.
amazing-
We've seen wedding venues in the other episodes here on the Chanel that have gone up into the thousands easily. Granted, we don't know anything about catering, we don't know anything about decoration, music. But I'm pretty sure that we saw a country house go for what? I think it was like £6,000 or something obscene like that, which is understandable for a single day, but also like, No, I'd rather have a blepharoplasty, thanks.
Time for a brow lift.
This is what I pictured, but I pictured just a bit more piratey.
You're not going to get more
Yeah,
pirate.
that's a bit
I
more
don't know why
modern,
you
isn't it?
stopped.
I think it's just fear. I don't want to get it wrong. I'm worried. I just don't want to get it wrong.
There's no way that this
I want
is
to make
wrong.
it so perfect, like.
Yeah, but this isn't wrong.
In my head, this is perfect, but it's just, I wonder, like...
He is kind of thinking of
I absolutely
her.
love the SS Great Britain. I do. It's an amazing venue. But I don't want to... I'm not ready to make a decision yet. I know I need to.
I'll just have to wait and
Without
see,
Jamie
Kylie.
Lee to guide him, Matthew's struggling to make decisions. The boys may have started with confidence, but Chunks has shrunk.
I'm trying to tell him, like, you haven't got much time. You need to make a decision soon.
I'm sorry, I can't believe that you're called Chunk.
You're going to run out of time, and then you're going to be thinking, you're going to be panicking.
You're going to be panicked in your Chunk.
The boys' first week is almost up.
Oh, the
Still lacking
pier.
a venue,
A pier's
and increasingly
piratey.
desperate
They're a bit,
Matthew
aren't
has
they?
come up with a compromise. It might not be a boat, but it is out at sea. One thing Matthew won't compromise on is making his wedding fun. And the pier isn't short on that.
I mean, it's very British, isn't it? Go to the pier, have a wedding at the pier, 10p machines,
Hasn't someone got a wedding to plan?
win a cuddly toy.
Anyone?
Whiplash! Oh, put in a claim where there's blame.
That was the venue. They might not even see us. We'd just be playing on all the games.
That's what you want at your wedding.
Anyway, back to work.
And this is our Regency Suite, if you'd like to take a wander around.
Yeah, but captain's, like, ship thing, captain's room, you know, it's docked, isn't it? The ship's docked. Now we've got the lovely views of the shoreline.
We really need to have a think, dude.
Yeah.
I think, do you want to know what I think? No. I think he could do is have the ceremony on that little boat, make it a bit more piratey, and then have the wake?
She's dead.
Have the after party, the like wedding, what do you call it? A wedding reception in this beautiful bijou curtain room. How about that?
Absolutely not.
Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, your chocolate teapot's melted, your wig's snatched.
But I just don't want to regret anything.
While the groom dodges another decision.
A horrible
Chesterfield,
contraption.
After seeing the dream venue
Double
she won't
glazing.
get, the bride is trying to distract herself.
Oh, God.
Literally.
Okay,
watching
right,
them
okay.
cry.
The bride is trying to distract herself by painting everything blue.
Break it down.
I actually quite like that colour. Maybe I should... Mummy.
I was busy. I decided I couldn't just sit and sort of do nothing because I'd stress myself out. I'd overthink things. Out of me and Matt, I make the decisions. Obviously in work.
You might need some more paint there.
Out of me and Matt, I make the decisions. Obviously in work, he makes the decisions because he's my manager, but at home, I make the decisions. I'm hoping...
Oh, he's her manager. Oh, I don't know about that.
Matt is sort of stepping up to the plate and sort of making decisions for himself, really. I am stressing, but I tend to keep it to myself. You can never sort of guess where he's going to go with anything. I think that's why I'm trying to keep my mind off it, because if I start trying to think the way he thinks, I'd be screwed.
Yeah, I can't imagine for a split second in my life doing all this. If you know me, and you know me personally, and you know me quite well, you might know that I am not a fan of surprises. I don't mind a bit of a spontaneity, but I also need hints about what the spontaneity could involve. I like to plan things. I like to plan my amusement, my fun. It helps keep the ADHD managed.
I'd just be sat in a corner rocking. If anything, my mum's stressing more than I am. So it's
Minty
quite
bee
funny.
girl.
So while Jamie Lee is trying to keep everything...
Please put that wall out of its misery, girl.
Mum of the bride, Sue, has already got that sinking
Sue.
feeling.
I'm more stressed. I think I'm stressing Jamie out.
Yeah.
I'm stressing myself out.
Yeah.
I'm convincing myself that things are going to go wrong.
Yeah.
Jamie is my
Sue
only
with the
daughter.
secateurs.
I do want everything to be absolute... I'm going to cry. I want everything to be absolutely perfect for her.
Well,
she deserves to be
I'm
happy
sorry.
and have the day that every girl should have. Matt's got full control of absolutely everything, and it is hard. It's got to be good.
Well, it's going to
gotta
be a
good.
day to remember. Whether that's good or not is, you know, different. Pontoise.
It's
Miney
the end of the
Guelph.
first week, and Matthew still doesn't have a venue.
He's doing
And
lots
he
of
hasn't
things
spent
except planning a
any
wedding,
budget.
isn't he? Lots
So
of
the
things. Bumper cars, Mini wigs, getting lost at sea.
And he hasn't spent a penny of the budget.
Oh, spend a penny.
So the best men have called a crisis meeting. On
Right,
a
what's
crazy
Chunk
golf
got to
course,
offer the
of course.
situation?
I'm kind of worried about Matt. You haven't got enough time to do it all, and you've almost got to impulse and just go with what you think is right. In all seriousness, we've seen enough venues you don't need to see anymore. You need to get one now, don't you?
Yeah, no, I know you're
Well,
right.
I guess
I
3
know you're
weeks
putting it
is...
off, I just don't
3
want to make
weeks
the wrong
is not
decision.
enough
I know,
time
but you
for
want...
riding, is it?
All the places you've seen have all been great in their own way. So whatever one you choose is gonna... You'll make it work. I would choose the SS Great Britain, hands down.
Yeah.
None of them were as... Like, they all had nice things, but that one, like, ticked...
You need to pick a castle. I'm sorry, go to the castle in Wales.
I can see all that, so that's...
Does he even know about the castle
So
in
is the other
Wales?
one you're going?
This is the thing, like, you would assume that these couples have spoken about what their dream wedding looks like to each other, wouldn't you? You'd think that you would have a conversation and be like,
I want to get married in a castle.
and you'd think that he might be like,
I want to get married lost at sea in a dinghy with a little hat and a wig on.
and you'd think they'd somehow meet in the middle, wouldn't you? Maybe get married at Sealand. Fort Boyard.
Fort Boyard!
Yeah, I think I'll go for that.
Mine's thinking
Right,
like...
so he's going to go for the
And
SS
then
Great
Pier
Britain.
for after.
Grand Pier.
Grand Pier. So there we go, that's sorted.
Oh,
then. We're
my
gonna go for
idea.
The big
The
venue in
SS.
Western Pier.
Great Britain.
Yeah.
And the SS Great Britain for the ceremony.
Mummy should be a wedding planner. Okay, that'll be £14,000 for my advice, thank you.
That's the best idea you've had.
Not
Why didn't you just
sword
book it when we
fighting.
were there?
Well, that's right. We got it.
Oh,
Yes.
what's that
I'm glad they
tattoo?
waited and saw everything.
The cold finger of death.
Even though I had to get pushed to make it, but that's because Jamie's usually the one that pushes me to make it, so. I work better under pressure, so if anything, giving myself a bit more pressure is
Oh,
probably...
they love a beer
giving me a kick
garden,
up the bum. I
don't
need
they?
to make more
Beer in the
decisions.
garden.
So Matthew spends
No.
£4,000 on the SS Great Britain for his swashbuckling ceremony and the pier for a full-on pirate party reception.
That's interesting because the pirate ship was only $4.50 per hour. If you did a whole wedding ceremony on there, let's say 2 hours, that would only be £900. To have a full wedding on the SS Great Britain is what, $4,000? They've just said. But he was saying,
It's very expensive. £450 an hour is very expensive.
I don't know. I think I would have divvied up the money a bit better than that. But I'm not getting married 10 years ago.
His bride, who just wants a traditional day.
Week one
To be
is
poked on by
completed.
seagulls.
We've got the venues now chosen. And now it's just everything else. That can't be a lot. A week and a half, 2 weeks to find...
Do cishet men just not know what goes into a wedding? Do they just not know? This show would have us believe that they have no idea what's even happening every day.
Desperate to feel like a princess on her
Okay,
big
wedding
day,
dress.
Jamie Lee's taken Mum and bridesmaids Kaylee and Amy to see
Yes
her
to the
dream
week.
dress.
Something
Dressing's one of the most
blue.
important things for me. I want to feel like the princess for one day.
Okay.
And she already has her heart set on one design.
I want a sort of mermaid style, a sort of fit and flare.
A fit and flare
loads of
mermaid.
sparkles,
Oh,
crystals,
he's
anything
not going to
that
know.
I
Although,
think.
pirate themed mermaid, he might think that's a mermaid dress like that. Probably won't though. He'll be like, here's this barrel I found.
Loads of sparkles, loads of crystals.
Is anything that obviously
Blingy, sparkly mermaid tail.
Matt
Okay.
does try and buy me clothes. He sort of goes for stuff that he likes rather than stuff that I actually like.
Cross-dresser!
I like the top of this bit because it covers my shoulders.
Oh.
But I don't know if it's still too puffy.
Shoulder
Can we
cover
just
is
put the bottom of this dress on the top of this dress? I'm so
the Frankie
picky.
dress.
200 miles
Epic.
away in Bridge
The cover
End,
of Grazia.
Matthew is also looking for a dress fit for a princess.
Right.
If that princess had been kidnapped by pirates.
Okay.
Done a little Google around, and I've sort of looked at body shapes and what suits what. Jamie's got fantastic curves. I mean, she's got perfect hourglass shape, and it's one of the most, well, for me, one of the most attractive parts of her. Is
Yes,
her
but does
gorgeous
she
curves.
like
So
that?
I'd like a dress that can emphasise them curves.
It
I mean,
may
a
be the
mermaid
most
tail
important
kind of
decision he has
does.
to make. But Matthew's not exactly taking things seriously.
Put it on like a wig with it.
Well, why start now?
Put it on like a wig. Oh, beautiful. Oh, Drag Race Season 12, who?
Can you see that there's a Dutch influence there?
I feel like a rock star.
You look like Madonna. I'll grab your cape.
Okay.
Snatched.
Nearly put that.
God, so this must have
I've
been
never bought
after
Jamie a
that.
dress before because I would not trust myself. I've
So
bought her...
you're trusting yourself with the most important dress she's ever
Yeah,
gonna
but
wear.
if I can get this right, I'll smash it out of the park then, won't I? After that, I'll
True,
buy her
if you can get
dresses
this
from now on.
right, she might
That's a
not
nice
hate
one, isn't
everything.
That looks like it's gonna, you know, she's got nice hips. Pow on the hips.
As the boys talk technicalities, Jamie's already chosen a sleek mermaid dress.
Okay.
See, these are the ones I like.
And the reality is starting to hit home.
She's pretty. Too dark.
Oh, it's very bedazzled,
I
isn't
think
it?
this is the first time it's
bedazzlement.
actually hit her what she's letting him do. It's beautiful.
It might be Princess E, but she wants it even princessier.
I like it, but I want a bit more sparkle.
More?
Still.
Where?
Jamie Lee might know exactly what she's looking for, but Matthew's finding it harder than expected to find a dress to suit both his theme and his bride.
Yes.
I didn't think I'd like that shoulder thing, but it's nice. I thought it was going to be quite simple. Thought it'd be like, no, yeah, no.
Why do
Meanwhile,
there is something interesting about British men. When they plan things, they always assume, well, not always and not everyone, you know, can't tarnish everyone with the same wig. From this show, they always assume it's going to be really straightforward. It's going to be go in, pick something and leave. It's like they don't like the idea of sitting and thinking and deciding about how something's going to look like presented. When did British culture lose this? Because if you look back 1900s, 1800s, 1700s, at the way that men used to look, granted perhaps more sort of like higher society, there was a real, I'm going to use the word lust here, I don't know if that's correct, a real desire, a lust for things to look fancy and elegant and expensive and thought of, and like time had been spent. I don't know why, but like modern contemporary UK seems to be very like, oh, the least amount of time and the least amount of effort is the best thing possible. Why?
Meanwhile, Jamie Lee has found the dress that gives her that
Oh,
extra
interesting. This
sparkle.
isn't shoulder cover
like
though.
that.
That's very sparkly.
Don't cry, you make me cry.
That's my favourite. It is my favourite.
I like everything about it.
Oh, that's a bit
The
more
fitting, it's got the right amount of
elaborate.
sparkle.
on the train.
It is, it's beautiful.
I'm happy because I like the dress, but I don't look it because I know I can't have it.
Yeah, that's not going to be the one, sis.
Seeing your face on that day when they bring a dress. I think it's finally sunk into her that she's actually getting married. You know, it was all laugh and joke. I think that might change now.
Oh.
I'm slightly questioning why I'm now letting Matt plan it all.
Yeah, I mean, probably should have thought that a little while ago.
Matthew's thinking less brainwaves, more ocean waves.
Right.
Ah, see?
It's nice.
What have we got? What have we got? What is this?
Yeah.
It's really nice.
It looks like waves on an ocean.
This was just
No. Like, I'm sure it's right out there for someone. I just feel like solid lines like this on a wedding dress, not my personal taste, and it looks a little bit haphazard. And I don't think wedding dresses, like planning a wedding like this, should be haphazard, mind you. That's the whole nature of this show, isn't it? Anyway.
This was designed by myself, and I designed it with the theme of the sea side in mind.
Spent much time at the sea, have you?
Everything's right.
She's got a lace-up back as well, so the corset is very sort of piratey.
A one-off sea-inspired wavy dress, perfect for his pirate queen.
Oh.
Do we like this one?
100%.
It's that one. It's that one.
What's she going to think,
So
do
while
we
Jamie
think?
Lee wanted a traditional fairy tale princess
Yeah.
dress with plenty of bling, Matthew spends £1,000 on a unique ruffle dress without a jewel in sight.
Yeah,
I
no
love the fact
bling,
that the dress
no
is quite
sparkle.
unusual. When she was describing it, you know, I automatically looked at these and went waves, and then when she said it was actually based on waves, it's got a quirkiness to it.
I've never seen waves that look like that.
Bring her curves out.
Perhaps whitewater rapids.
It's what I wanted to do, but whether she'll agree with me, it's probably another story, but pirate instinct.
dress sorted, it's time for the boys to get busy sorting those real
Now,
wedding
why wouldn't you think the sun across the ocean? Why wouldn't you think for a wedding dress, you know, a nice calm ocean, you're out at sea, the sun is setting, and there's that beautiful glimmer across the ocean's surface? I would think that. If I was thinking wedding themes around the ocean, I would be thinking sparkle, like jewel tones, jewels and gems, and the way that the waves catch the light. I wouldn't be thinking doily. But that's just me.
At the local fancy dress shop.
Oh, right, okay, yes. So there is an element of like,
Jamie's
surprise,
dream of a traditional
plastic.
ceremony is being thrown completely overboard as Matthew picks out pirate outfits for his guests. No, really.
These would be good for the treasure hunt.
Okay.
And then a few extras so his bride can begin the day she hopes will be taken seriously.
Oh no,
with a
she's gonna
pirate-themed
see this
treasure
and
hunt.
go, what
Do
is
you even
happening
know
on
how
my
big
wedding
these girls
day?
are? Or what size they are?
If I say yeah, would you believe me?
Probably not. He needs to get everything sorted because he's taking too long.
Yeah.
And we haven't got enough time.
No.
150 of these is...
£180,000.
This is definitely progression. I'm liking this because I can see a lot of stuff happening. That looks really good.
Do you know, I like fancy dress things, but fancy dress shops and like costume shops, they are so sensory overload, aren't they? You just go in and it's just like, bang! And you can never like just be like, oh, can I just quickly send a photo of this one to my friend to see if that, because they're always like, no, you're stealing from us!
I can see a lot of stuff happening. That looks
Do you
really
like a
good.
leg gapping?
The jacket, actually, that's for a kid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's go. Hi.
Hi guys.
I've got some stuff.
Have you got like a wheelbarrow as well, or?
Having plundered
Oh,
his treasure
wheeled
chest
barrow.
of £500 worth of pirate gear with
Right,
10
okay.
days still
So
to
that's
go.
equivalent of 1 hour on
Matthew
an
has
actual
blown
pirate
half
ship.
his budget.
Wicked.
It's the end of week 2. Time for the stag and hen do's. And it looks like Matthew is finally thinking about his bride's traditional tastes.
Right.
With a sophisticated art lesson.
You've been bought a little present.
Oh, right, we're having a Zoom. Oh, no!
Very artistic.
Sorry, is that actually...
Well, yes.
Do you know what? Oh my
I was
goodness.
impressed that
A
it was
unique
like a life drawing
experience.
and not some stripper, because I'd have been annoyed then, because I'd been a bit awkward.
Yep, this is absolutely nothing like having a stripper.
God, it's warm.
He has done this, he's done good.
My goodness.
I am seriously going
Somebody
to kill
get the
Matt.
clear blue. Oh,
Not having a naked wedding.
put your botty slit away, sir. A witch. Okay,
Next
do you
up
know
for the
what?
girls is a local
She
drag
seemed to
night.
have fun. Do you know, I will never have a hen do myself because I just can't. I just can't imagine myself ever being in a situation like that. They seemed like they had fun. Completely out of left field, though. At first, I thought some sort of conference meeting, not life drawing at your local offices to let.
The things I wouldn't have
We're
planned
Kaminsky's.
were the things I'm really enjoying.
Is that a slur?
And while the hens are out watching men in wigs, the stags are...
Men in wigs.
Well,
Ooh.
they're doing this.
Is it a drag show?
So I'm the lead guitarist.
Hen parties at a drag
Just
show.
Jerry.
So I'm the drummer, sticks it up your bum. I'm the bassist, four-finger Eddie. And I'm the lead singer, Cherry Popper Pete.
Remember what I said earlier about millennial cringe? Ah, shame.
Shame.
Right, just gonna take a moment to observe the eyeballs.
Rock theme it and enjoy ourselves. It's not often we get to dress up like tits.
They may just be heading to the local pub, but true to form, Matthew and his mates can't help putting on a show.
All these people have come especially to see us tonight. All three of them.
The crowd's looking quite fired up, so let's hope they're up for it.
I'm sorry, what's happening? Karaoke. Oh, do you know what? Okay, it's quite harmless, isn't it? Dress up, have fun, be silly. I don't even think camera editing can make this look like a good evening. Jaeger bomb!
I think we spent in excess of £700+ on the hen do, and we're probably going to spend in excess of £100 tonight on the stag.
Do you know what, though?
But it doesn't bother me.
Yes, putting her before you for this is a great idea. We have not seen this any other time in this series. Oh, she is, look! Miscellaneous Lady B.
Has been... I can't put it into words. I never, ever expected it.
Despite the success
Tina
of the hen
Sparkle.
do, it's left Jamie Lee worried about how seriously he'll be taking the wedding.
I know it's a fun day, but I don't want it to look like a joke.
That's scaring me about the wedding because I don't know where this has come from. So where the hell has his idea for the wedding come from?
Why is it so popular in hen parties to wear L plates, like learner driver plates? Where's that? Is that like learner wife, lol? Is that where it comes from? I've always wanted to ask this, and I have no idea how this tradition has happened.
It's ketamine and MDMA.
Right, what's this?
It's the final week. Matthew's putting the finishing touches to his pirate theme. He may not have got
Pirate
Jamie Lee's
party.
fairy tale castle or dream dress, but can he find shoes fit for his princess?
I mean, like, pirate ships are kind of, like, pirate theme is kind of fairy tale. In a way.
Would you like them?
Maybe not castles, but
They're a
definitely...
bit more Puss in Boots than Cinderella.
80 quid these boots. But because I love it, I don't mind paying 80 quid for these boots.
Is it $14.99?
80 quid, yeah? Cool, that's not a problem.
Is that her wedding shoe for $14.99? Do you know, not the end of the world, but also a no.
One of them.
A 10. Because I don't care as much about them as I do Jamie.
Okay.
I'm not as fussy,
Setting a
I think.
precedent, I see.
Yeah.
But also, aren't
Matthew
people who
bags
want
Jamie Lee's wedding
weddings,
boots
like,
and the
fussy
4
about
bridesmaids'
black at
dresses
weddings?
for just over £100. With a week to go, this groom still has £4.5 left in his treasure chest.
What's this? Army Hercules.
With Matthew taking time out to be with Logan, it's fallen on Chunk to show the bridesmaids what they'll
Oh, that's
be
a
wearing.
very British house.
Just
Pebble
love to give the
Dash.
bridesmaids their dresses and accessories.
Is he crying?
These.
No?
Lovely little numbers. So, you know, hopefully they like them. Otherwise, they're sacked.
Okay, all right.
I'm so nervous.
All right, here we go.
I'm really, really nervous.
Maybe I could do with another brow lift.
You can open your eyes.
I don't know what.
I quite like to do it like that. Right.
Look, you got like accessories. I don't know how to read you all.
Did you get this from the party shop?
No. Matt's spent a lot of time and effort.
On this?
Everything.
This has fell flat on its face.
Try it on. See what it's like on. If you don't like them, you can get your own dresses. But otherwise, these are your dresses.
It's just the colour, black. I don't think Jamie's going to be happy.
You're not, yeah, like, even, I love wearing black, and every time that I've been invited to a wedding, I have asked if it's okay if I wear black, and I know that a traditional wedding people will say no, but I have luckily never encountered that so far because I happen to know quite untraditional people.
She pegs him, I'm sorry.
But even I know that in the realms of traditional weddings, black to a wedding is like absolutely not, never, get away, awful woman. So...
Cancelled!
Bit angry, really, like, I had to try and just...
Why are you here? Why isn't he here being like, hello?
See, look, Lash. Do you feel better when you're trying it on?
No, but it's not my wedding and it's not my choice.
I think we were so, like, talking all of the different ideas that we were going to be dressing up all of a sudden, and now it's like, oh, it's a black dress.
I've never worn black to a wedding before. I do feel like a school child.
Yeah,
but
it's
kinda
not very
like something I wore when I was
elegant
like 12.
or elevated.
I'm glad that Jamie Lee don't know what we're wearing, because I think that this will be in her head.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, they're all going to come crumbling down, girly wigs.
But after a day spent with Logan, Matthew's thoughts are elsewhere.
I find myself sometimes in the nights I wake up going, oh, I can't hear him, I'll go check on him. And it's only in the days of walking out going, oh yeah, he's not here.
The baby's staying
I can't
with
picture
mum.
my life without him. And I'm kind of having a glimpse of my life without him now.
They grow up so fast, don't they?
It's been 84 years.
If this is a start,
Oh, I
throwing in the
see.
wedding
I did
dreams,
wonder why he was called Logan. Makes
then it's
sense.
a start.
Wolverine.
To try and show her how I appreciate him and how much I love it. I'm actually thankful for
Okay.
giving me the most gorgeous boy on the planet.
Okay. Well, do you know what? Let's hope that she loves what you're doing then and that you haven't made a massive mistake. Bridesmaids seem to think that you have, so...
With less than a week to go, Matthew has finally got round to sending Jamie Lee her
goodness
wedding
me.
invite in the shape of Chunk, dressed
Right.
a bit like a punk.
Oh, right.
So Jamie Lee is in my house right now with my wife, Jamie Lee, as well.
Lesbians!
And yeah, they're not expecting this,
Right.
I don't think.
Well, no, I must admit, I probably wouldn't expect something like this either. But okay, here we go. What's the tea? Is she going to beat you? Home intrusion. Beat!
You had Logan, it was best day of his life. Until next week when he makes you his wife. So don't you eat too much bread, cause it's full of starch and you won't fit in your dress on the 19th of March.
Taylor Swift.
Run
Before
away.
she was... Before the transition.
That's less than a week. Are you
A
married?
burglar.
You're gonna be.
Well, that was harrowing.
Well, I think she liked it. I think she really liked it. It brought Matt's personality and stuff across, so even though she hasn't seen him for 2 weeks, I think she's just experienced a bit of his personality. So it's like having a little taster of him.
They've actually put thought into that. Maybe they've actually put thought into the wedding. It's put me on a high. Yeah.
I don't know how, do you know, maybe I've just got higher expectations in life, but having my boyfriend's bestie in a 1980s wig serenade me in the garden, I don't know. You know, I don't want to sound ungrateful in my life, but I just expect more.
Matthew is definitely putting a lot of thought into the wedding.
Is
Whether
he?
it's what Jamie Lee's thinking is
Yeah,
another
I'm not
matter.
sure he... Well,
Over
he
the
is,
next
but
few
it...
days, Matthew blows the rest of his booty on a few final pirate touches.
Booty! Stick that candle up your booty, girl!
Oh, well, that is upsetting.
Oh, yes, I'll have 7 of them. Thank you. One
Pick
for
some
every day of the
pirates to do battle with Jamie Lee as part of her wedding morning treasure hunt.
week. Oh, my God, okay. Back at
And
the
finally, his pirate's wedding
offices to
jacket
let.
arrives. Sort of.
Instead of sending me the £100 jacket that I'm supposed to be wearing for my wedding, they have sent me a gourmet day spiral vegetable slicer.
But luckily, we had a backup plan and ordered another one.
They go out of the bag, and it looks like a used tissue.
Well, oh my goodness me.
I can't get married in this, dude.
No. Welcome to Hotel Tina.
Hello, girls. Welcome to Hotel Tina.
Best man Chunk does the decent thing and hands over his outfit.
This has shown that some little thing can cock up an entire day. I don't know, I've got a feeling now that something might just go wrong.
Well, yeah, leaving it the day before your wedding is a bit much, don't you think, for costumes and outfits and things?
It's the first time Jamie Lee will have any clue
Right.
about Matthew's plans for her
Dress
big
time,
day.
girly wigs.
I am
Dress time,
absolutely
girly
terrified.
wigs.
I feel sick. I've always said, like, with my wedding, there's certain things that need to be perfect, like the people who are there, the venue, but the most important is the dress. I set my mind on one dress, and I'm terrified it's not going to be that.
Right, okay.
Jamie
Brace
Lee was
yourself,
hoping
girly
for a
wig.
dress fit for a princess with plenty of sparkle. What will she make of Matthew's unadorned, ruffled sea-inspired gown?
I will cry. I know I will if I don't like it. And if I do like it, I'll probably cry as well, so it's going to be a hard one.
So it's just going to be squirting all round.
Right,
come along. If she doesn't like it, this woman's going to be so upset because she, like, whipped
Jamie
it
can have
out of her own
tantrums.
wool,
If it's
didn't
not
she?
right, she'll just refuse to wear it.
Ready?
Come on. Oh, did you see the lady's face, the assistant's face? She was like, oh.
It's not as sparkly as I wanted mine. It's nice, but I imagine jewel everywhere.
Okay, that's not an explosive reaction, but that is disappointment. Complex feelings. Oh, no. It's really not for me. Do they love it? I think they might like it.
You look beautiful. Shut your mouth. Jeez. I can't cry because I get my face.
He has got it so right.
Well.
Wow, there egg on my tits.
How's Matt picked that? You look absolutely beautiful. And I'm proud to say I'm your mum. And I'll be so proud on that day as well, tomorrow. You like it?
Despite the dress being the complete opposite of Jamie Lee's dream, it's a hit.
I mean, okay.
No, I thought I needed sparkle and stuff, but when I put it on, I realised how different it was to the dress that I actually wanted myself, but I loved it. I couldn't imagine myself going back to the other dress now. He's done good.
He has done good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be feeling a bit delirium, a bit sickly woman on the game here. I sort of don't like the narrative of it being kind of akin to the idea, oh, your boyfriend knows you better than you do. I don't know. I don't like that. I'll open it to the floor here. Do we like the dress? Do we hate the dress? It's not for me. If I had a strong idea about what I wanted and someone presented me something that I didn't want, I would be a bit like, okay, no.
I'm so relieved. Like, she looks amazing. I can't believe that he's done a better job than we did, though.
Don't say that.
Yeah, don't say that. I don't believe that.
They look like really bad friends. Don't say that.
I always knew she'd look stunning anyway in whatever she put on, but I was not expecting that. And I don't think Jamie was either, so...
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the case of actually wearing like a wedding dress that's big and being like, wow, I did not
The most important thing
expect.
to me was the dress. So now I've got one that fits, I can relax.
Okay.
Jamie Lee's relief may be short-lived. With 24 hours to go, the first stage of Matthew's master plan for her wedding day treasure hunt.
Maybe I don't know anything at all ever, actually.
Secret location for her and her bridesmaids for the night before the wedding.
Oh, I don't know about that. The night before? Don't you want to, like, relax in your own
But
home
as the
before
bride
the
is
wedding?
driven back down to Somerset, she's beginning to get suspicious.
You better not be driving me back to work.
Oh, dear. Is it back to Pontins, girl?
This is the junction, we'll find out now. Are you kidding me?
La la, Pontins. I don't know what the
is
song
no
is.
joke.
Does Pontins have a song?
It's arranged for Jamie Lee to spend the night before her wedding at work.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to stay at my wedding day workplace.
Jamie Lee's finally realising that this may not be the start to the traditional princess wedding she's always dreamed of.
Well,
to smile. Come on, don't get yourself worked up.
what
after
about
that.
your boyfriend
Such a lovely
says
day.
traditional
It's one night.
wedding, though?
Yeah.
Traditional fairy tale wedding.
Like, this is the first chalet me and Matt lived in together, but I just didn't expect I'd be staying here the night before my wedding.
Oh, this is the first place they've lived?
It's just I can't relax here because I work here. He's done so well so far. He was growing up in a way, and he was more responsible to then just bring me back down with a big bang.
I mean, I sort of see what he's gone for. He's gone for the idea of like, look where we've come from and look where we're going. But that could have easily been achieved with like a small tour, couldn't it? A small tour and then a fancy hotel. I don't know. I wouldn't be very happy about all this.
How are you going to feel seeing Matt for the first time in 3 weeks as well? Eating.
Oh. Oh, that's a bit baby reindeer, isn't it? Right, good morning, girls. It's time to get married.
It's the morning of the wedding, and after the shock of last night, Jamie Lee's mood has improved.
Oh.
I've calmed down from yesterday. I've
Just
had a
for
good
the
night's
cameras,
sleep, so
yeah?
I'm excited now. I just want
to pay it all
get
back.
going and start getting ready and stuff.
Right. Oh, I could do with a
Where else
nice
would you be on the
coffee,
morning of your
girl.
wedding if you planned it? In a 5-star hotel.
Of course.
Jamie Lee
wouldn't
wants
you?
luxury, but while she's hoping Matthew will take things seriously and
Great
steal
British
her
breakfast.
heart, he's arranging to steal her wedding dress.
Oh, right, okay.
Obviously.
Chunk, Pirate Pete and Pirate Bob have gone down and stole the dress while I sent the girls for a lovely breakfast.
Let's go do it.
And it's the first clue as to what, obviously, this entire wedding theme is. I think she'll take it as a laugh, because we run events similar at Pondins, which is what sparked the entire idea of a treasure hunt, because we do them with the kids. I think she'll see
Okay.
that funny
Is it a
side of
treasure
as well.
hunt? I wouldn't
I'd see
think,
the funny
oh,
side
my
of it,
dress
and
has
I'm
been
hoping she'll
stolen.
share a sense of humour.
Perhaps the Easter
I'm just
Bunny.
gonna go with it as my wedding day and enjoy myself.
So Matthew's starting the biggest day of Jamie Lee's life with something
With
usually
theft.
reserved for kids. But will it be one joke too far for the
Sorry,
bride
whose
beginning to
Pepsi can is
suspect this
turned
isn't
over?
the day she had hoped for?
You got your dress. You got your dress. Oh, my
Oh.
God. You just took my dress.
Oh,
Why
right,
have
okay.
Why have they? Why? Can I go get my dress, please?
And for Jamie Lee, the pennies dropped. But incredibly, it hasn't gone down too badly.
Oh, no. I know why.
Let's go.
The first time I kissed him, he was dressed as Jack Sparrow.
Oh, so she knows. She knows. Oh, dead.
You won't believe what's just happened, me girls. Something be wrong. Your dress is gone. Ye must collect the marbles, and ye only will get the dress back. Have you all finished your breakfast?
Yeah.
Because I think you've got some challenges ahead.
Oh, well, you've got to have a laugh, haven't you? Otherwise, you just sue
I didn't expect
everyone.
my wedding dress to be stolen the day of my wedding.
I remember you saying you wanted a really grown-up
What, palaver?
Grown-up wedding.
What palaver. Nice grown-up wedding at
Still with no
Pontins.
dress and just a replacement Tinkerbell costume.
Oh, right.
Jamie Lee soon realises she's not getting the grown-up wedding she dreamt of.
Well, the weather also looks quite hateful, so I'm sure they're probably quite glad they're not going off into the sunset
Angry pirate
on a boat.
on the beach.
Right.
One has marbles in a bag of cloth. To get them back, you have to beat them off.
Oh, no.
So with nothing to lose except perhaps her dignity, Jamie Lee admits defeat and throws herself into battle.
Come on, let's fight those pirates!
Right. Dead bodies. I mean, you know what? No. Okay, so what, she got a bag of marbles that she has to do what with? Swallow, perhaps?
Yeah, what's happening and what I wanted for my wedding, I think they're on just opposite ends of the stick, really.
Yeah.
Great to see all this effort and work that
Captain
has come
Hook.
together. Like, I mean, it felt like it's been years. I can't wait today to make it my
I mean,
wife.
it kind of looks like we're getting a redemption arc here. It looks like she's going to be like, I loved it all along, girl.
You know, and scratch your nose.
I didn't want anything serious. I just wanted a big
An
hootenanny.
hour later, and Jamie Lee can finally claim her prize.
My dress! I have my dress.
And a little bonus.
Boots! Yeah, you probably won't see many brides wearing boots. But I'm guessing there's a theme. And no, they work, and I can't walk in heels, so that's perfect.
Right, okay, so traditional castle wedding with beautiful bling gown out the window, gone forever, do not care.
Morning starts to resemble a
Oh, do you know
normal
what?
wedding day. She gets to see her bridesmaids' dresses for the very first time.
I'm not sure about makeup, but you know.
That's genius.
Is it genius?
I wouldn't have picked it, but not knowing the theme, yeah.
Genius?
But we didn't have the shoes, the tights or nothing, so don't think we knew all along. No, we didn't.
And the bridesmaids aren't the only ones dressing up.
Go on, you.
Cannon fire. Right,
Matthew
okay.
has arranged pirate paraphernalia for all the guests.
Okay, a bit of paraphernalia is not too bad, I don't suppose, but the idea of being like
As the
forced
guests
to
climb
dress up,
aboard,
no.
Jamie Lee is finally ready
If
to
I knew
shiver
ahead, though.
everyone's timbers with a wedding dress inspired by the sea.
Well, maybe it was just in dingy lighting, because I don't actually hate it like it's the worst thing ever. She hasn't got a necklace. She needs a necklace.
She's crying.
A glamour necklace.
You look amazing.
I have boots.
You wouldn't tell, would you, boots under there? She seems quite tall as well, so maybe that's like
Yeah,
a
I'm
thing.
nervous because I get to see him, but yeah, I'm happy.
Right. What do we think? Do you think it's going to be a happily
Girls
ever
are on
after?
their
Because I
way.
certainly do at this point.
At the pirate ship, an anxious Matthew still has no idea how his treasure hunt has gone down.
When I see her face, I'll know if it's been worthwhile.
Right.
But at the moment, without knowing even if she's enjoying herself or even likes this idea. I can't tell you. I'm giving absolutely everything these last 3 weeks, so I'm hoping it's going to pay off.
No pirate ship is complete without a Jolly Roger flag hanging from the crow's nest.
Oh, I thought
am
he was
about
going to like
climb the
swing
rigging
down
to
on a
wave
rope
to
for some
Jamie Lee
reason.
on her arrival, so she knows where she's going to be getting married.
I don't think I can move any further.
Just don't look down.
I mean, I'm all for a themed wedding, but like, it can't look cheap, I think is the problem that I have with
Determined
things.
that Jamie Lee would sail through her
Plastic
wedding
bunting,
day.
like, I don't think.
Matthew finally found a pirate ship to transport her.
Quite
to his
like the
pirate
black
ceremony.
feathers in the bouquage.
I don't know where we're going. Lost completely.
There's one final challenge.
What's happening?
Spotting her wedding venue.
Oh.
There's one.
What's happening? I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Oh, sail down the river just like your dreams, girl. Okay. Do you know what?
That's an ornament, yeah?
No.
No, it's not! Who's up there? Hello.
Oh, aren't they crazy? These crazy kids, aren't they crazy?
They've all got pirate hat.
Right, then I'm going to play.
Do I sound like the bitter old auntie who's like, how dare you all have fun? Yeah.
Mate Chunk to lead the blessing.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
how big
An
it is.
ordained chunk.
That boat is humongous.
I think this is going to be a resounding success, you know. I think everyone's going to be like, hooray, I'm so glad. No. No, don't be naughty. Beat! Oh, look, you've upset Mummy. Look! Look what you've
Jamie Lee,
done!
if you repeat after me. I, Jamie Lee Johnson.
I, Jamie
We'll
Lee
block
Johnson.
you on Facebook.
Take you, Matthew Hill,
Take you, Matthew Hill.
to be my husband.
To be my husband.
To laugh
Hill
with you.
of the Hill
To
Dynasty.
laugh with you.
Cry with you.
Cry with you.
And make you a cup of tea every morning.
I make you a cup of tea every morning.
I, Matthew Hill.
I'm Matthew Hill.
Take you, Jamie Lee Johnson.
Take you, Jamie Lee Johnson,
To be my wife.
to be my wife.
If there is anyone here who knows of any reason that these two should not be joined in marriage, either keep stum or walk the plank. It gives me
Don't
great
laugh, haven't you?
pleasure
Yeah.
and fills me with sheer joy to pronounce that you are now husband and wife. May kiss the bride.
Okay. Well, there we go. A happily ever after. Rapunzel who?
I know everyone probably says on their wedding day, but genuinely, I am happier than everyone. I'm dressed as a pirate and I've got a gorgeous bride. You can't get much happier.
Well, they seem happy.
Yeah, the
and do you know
whole
what? That's
stealing
what
my
matters,
dress bit
isn't
I wasn't
it?
happy about. I was fuming. It wasn't until the girls were like, "You do know they're dressed as pirates?" when I sort of calmed down a bit. I was like, "They nicked my dress. Why did you steal my dress?"
Thought it'd be funny.
I'm your mother-in-law now. That was brilliant.
Aren't
It was
jokes meant to be
absolutely
funny? Like, men love a
bloody
joke, don't
brilliant.
they? But aren't people meant to find them funny? Aren't people meant to laugh?
Oh,
Oh, she's on the Fujifilm, girl!
Incredible.
He is done incredible.
I thought he'd do a good job, but he's done over and above what I thought he could do.
She looked awesome, didn't she?
And the bridesmaid's dresses, in all fairness. I don't know what he's moaning about.
I cannot bear those bridesmaid dresses.
Pirates. Pirates have to leave on a ship.
Matthew may not have been able to have his pirate wedding at sea, but at least he and Jamie Lee can chug away into the sunset.
Yeah, see, this is what I said, like a little river cruise. Like, that makes sense, doesn't it? And then they're off to the Piage de la Voyage.
Jamie Lee to see her wedding reception, a quarter of a mile out to sea.
Oh, yeah, do you have to walk?
As the rest of the guests
mile.
enjoy the rides,
Oh,
Jamie
that's
Lee and
fun.
her
Do you know
bridesmaids are
what?
treated to a
Okay.
sneak preview of the captain's cabin, specially created by Matthew.
Right, does it look...
Wow! Look at it.
Look, Jim.
You know, I have been to worse influencer events. Actually, why didn't we see anything about the cake? We never see anything about the cake, girls.
Please
I've
tell
got
me.
that from Alton Towers.
Yeah,
over there.
I can't not trust him now, can I?
Yeah, I want to get
10
mine now.
black
So I can
bar.
actually say thank you.
And showman Matthew is ready right on cue.
God, where's that going?
It's awesome.
It's the way you roll.
You've done good, you really have.
With Jamie Lee's seal of approval, the guests can take their places.
Captain Birdseye? Oh no, 3 for £9. Fish fingers.
Lady and Captain Hill.
Well, I have been very surprised by this because it does seem to be a huge success. Although...
The one thing I said is that I was hoping this whole experience would make him grow up. It has.
It's okay to be immature and childish, but sometimes you need to just not be immature and childish. When it's needed to be serious, it's been serious.
You got it spot on.
With some badass pirates in between.
A few days later, and with not a boat in sight, the couple make their union legal.
Oh, I see. Is that just for lols? So that's a party then. Oh, well then it's
Next
fine,
time,
isn't it?
Deli
No! I've got some thoughts. Well, my lovelies, I do not know what on earth I'm talking about, it would seem.
Oh, thank God.
I think there is room for fun and whimsy in the world. And when people say things like fancy dress pirate wedding, my immediate thought is,
Go f yourself.
actually, do you know what? That could work. It could be quite gorgeous and beautiful. I think I have a severely fatal allergy to the concept of cheap. And I don't mean things being inexpensive, because I like a bargain myself. I quite like things to be inexpensive within my life. It just can't look cheap. And I don't know how to describe it, but like wrinkled pirate Jolly Roger bunting, cheap. Authentic flag tapestry, not cheap. I don't know. All I'm going to say about this one, my lovelies, is that in comparison to some of the other episodes, this was relatively plain sailing. Ah, do you see what I did there? Do you see? Stop it! Well, my lovelies, let me know what you think about what we've seen in today's absolute chaos video. And with that, it's time for the Patreons. You can see yourselves scrolling past on the screen right here. I know that we have a bunch of brand new Patreons here to the Patreon, my lovely, but I am so sickly. I just cannot do that extra level of work today. So in the next video, I will give you all a glorious shout out. But as always, I want to say a massive thank you to my top tier Patreons. Jojo, Orkos Samoji, Ariadia X, Becky Johnson, Shell Herman, ContraPoints, James Azen Girl, Jenny Wood, Leanne Jones, Lenore, Les Banana, Mo Sherman, Morgan Lethay, Miss Kiss, Radhika Madala, Samael, Sky Dorim, Steffutech, TNS Mum, and Taylor Roney. And you know what, my loves? I think I'm gonna leave it on the note of sometimes the unexpected can be quite enjoyable.
Unexpected item in backing. Please take your tweed.